Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another exciting film pickup here on What's in My Room. Welcome back. I'm in our living room at the moment, but right down the hall that way is my room, and these are films that just recently came and are ready to be put into my room. So, um, that being said, this right here is a copy of Dustin Mills' first film. It's signed by Dustin Mills, and it is number 26 out of 50 made of his movie Easter Casket. As you can see, it is a printed, not a printed disc, but definitely a labeled disc from like maybe his own computer before it was picked up by a distribution company later on. And this says the Easter Bunny is pissed, and a host of priests, nuns, and sexy schoolgirls are going to pay. The only Easter horror film to feature the actual Easter Bunny as the villain. So, should be interesting eventually once I check the film out. I've actually been given several copies of this film before, and I still have yet to open it up and watch it. I may actually stick this in and spin it. So, just to see if there's any uncut extras before I actually somehow track down the distributed copy. Next, I have an independent movie called Hanser, directed by Robert Figueres. Looks like it might be entertaining. Says I can get it on Google Play and download it on the App Store, apparently. I don't know. But it's put out by SP Releasing. Curious. Put that in the P's. Next, I have a movie with Michelle Rodriguez and Sigourney Weaver in a movie called The Assignment. That looks kind of sexy. I like Michelle Rodriguez. She's cool. Also have a movie from the director of The Cloth called Forsaken. This is directed by, let's see. Directed by Justin Price. So, looks like it's got some cast interviews and some trailers. So it's not entirely bare bones, but it's close to. At least it has a couple of interviews. But it has the tagline, "Evil has chosen." So I'm looking forward to checking this out eventually. Put that in the F's. Next, I have a movie called Tone Deaf. It's got Robert Patrick and Amanda Crew. This looks like it's directed by Richard Bates Jr. Written and directed by him. Put out by Savins Films and Lionsgate, as well as Lightning Entertainment and Circle of Confusion. Best Medicine Production, in association with Hindsight Media and Enigma Film Production. So definitely a lot of production companies behind it. Let's see. Next, I have a movie that has Gina Carano, Brendan Fair, Richard Dreyfuss in Daughter of the Wolf, Let the Hunt Begin. That looks entertaining. Next, I have a movie called Devil's Whisper, directed by Adam Ripp. From what I understand, the tagline is "Faith is not enough," and it's inspired by a true story. Next, I have 2 copies of Kingpin. The only reason why I have 2 is because the cover is different on each. And both of those are directed by Peter Farbelly and Bobby Farrelly. So I'm going to put that next to that McKay is down there. Next, I have a movie called Fight Valley. This was put out by Breaking Glass Pictures and E1 Entertainment, written and directed by Rob Hawks. Again, I've been told that Breaking Glass Pictures is, there's a group that I know on Facebook that highly does not trust Breaking Glass Pictures. And yet I see a lot of films being distributed. We've got Misha Tate, Holly Holm, Chris Cyborg, and Susie Selick in this Fight Valley movie. It looks like a interesting film. Next, I have a movie that's got Dane Cook and Levi Miller. This should be interesting. It says it's called American Exit. When your time is up, there's no running away. A son barely knows a father he'll never forget. So, it looks like Dane Cook is actually not really a comedian in here. There's a man on the run. That should be interesting. Next, I have the last Underworld Blood Wars with Kate Beckinsale. Protect the Bloodline. So I should actually watch that series again. Then I have double feature here. Looks like Anthony Perkins and Orson Welles in a movie called The Trial, and then Rutger Hauer in Escape from Sobibor. So I'm looking forward to checking those out. Let me put those. Since that starts with The Trial, I'll put that in there. Okay. Next, I have a movie that is called Detroit. I think Denzel is in here. No. But this is from Catherine Bigelow. It looks entertaining. Seems like there's quite a few people in here. So, looking forward to checking Detroit out when I get a chance. Next, I have Creed 2 with Michael B. Jordan and Sylvester Stallone. This is directed by Stephen Cable Jr. So glad to finally get a copy of this. Next, I have a movie called Lowriders. from the producer of American Gangster and The 8 Mile. Looks like it might be somewhat entertaining. I'll stick this over here so that I can put that in the L's. Next, I have a movie that I have not seen, but I've heard is classic, with Will Ferrell, and I think the dude who plays Corky Romano. It's directed by John Fortenberry. A Night at the Roxbury. So Will Ferrell is hit or miss with me. This one looks like it's a gangster type film. So it's got Shia LaBeouf, Tom Hardy, Gary Oldman, Maya Wasikowski, Jessica Chastain, and Guy Pearce in it. A movie called Lawless. Looking forward to checking this out eventually. We'll put that in the L's there. I next have Season 11, Volume 2 of Ancient Aliens, which we'll start putting those over there. I have a complete 4th season of The 100. This is an 8-part documentary series called Ghost Encounters. This is from the Discovery Channel, the Mythbusters Collection 2. I have Ed Gein, Ted Bundy, and Dahmer in this particular serial killer trilogy pack. I think I have a killer 3-pack that has Dahmer and Ed Gein on it, but I don't think it has Ted Bundy on it. So this might be the after or before set, because I have a steelbook with 3 killers in it. I'm going to. This says it's the Ted Bundy, Dahmer, Ed Gein box set. Since Ted Bundy is first, I'm going to put that right there. Next, I have the 1st season of The Strain here. I have seasons 1 and 2 of Samurai Jack, which I believe that is the Japanese series of it's Samurai Jack from Genndy Tarkovsky, creator of Dexter's Laboratory. Comes the tale of a young samurai cast far into the future by the evil shape-shifting wizard Aku. Join Samurai Jack on his quest to return to the past and undo the destruction that Aku has wrought upon the land. With award-winning artwork and intricate action-packed plots, the many journeys of Samurai Jack are a must for any fans collection. So yeah, Samurai Jack, seasons 1 and 2. Next, I have season 5, season 4, season 2, and season 1 of the Star Wars Clone Wars animation. I have to pick up Star Wars Clone Wars season 3 yet to complete this. and I have the standalone movie already, so I was glad to get copies of these. Next, I have the first season of The Mayans. This seems like it's brand new. Gonna check that out eventually. I also have the complete season 1 of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Don't know if there are any other seasons to that, but I'm hoping that there might be eventually. Alrighty. Next, I have 24 Hours to Live. I have a copy of Be Cool on DVD with John Travolta and Uma Thurman. So that's going to go in the B's over here. The Girl in the Spiderwebs. Claire Foy is the girl with the dragon tattoo. So this has got to be the second one. In the American version. So I'll stick that over there. Next I have Female Fight Squad. Which has got Amy Johnson, Courtney Palm, and Dolph Lundgren. Next I have Graham Clark, Kimberly Stark, and Jeff Weston in The Secret Force. This looks like it's an older DVD. Bare bones. I'll stick that over in there. Next I have Lucky Day. That has Luke Bracey, Nina Dobrev, Crispin Glover, Clay Bennett, Clifton Collins Jr., and it's from the co-writer of Pulp Fiction and a producer of True Romance. Roger Avery is the director. That actually looks cool. So I'll put that in the L's. Next I have The Fighter. We have Black Magic. We have a movie called Control. That's got Ray Liotta, William Dafoe, and Michelle Rodriguez. We've got Ocean's 8. That's the new one with the girls. That's got Sandra Bullock, Kate Blanchett, Anne Hathaway, Mindy Kaling, Sarah Paulson, Awkwafina, Rihanna, and Helena Bonham Carter. That should be interesting and entertaining at the same time. Next, I have a King Kong and Friends. This is gorillas, dinosaurs, fantasy creatures, and more. These are rare trailers, movie clips, and behind-the-scenes promos. I have the movie 8 Mile, starring Eminem, Kim Basinger, Brittany Murphy, before she died, Mekhi Phifer. Next, I have Mad Dog Morgan. A copy of it, at least. There have been many different copies of it. Next, I have Lords of Chaos, which this is Rory Culkin's movie. Emery Cohan, Jack Kilmer, Sky Ferreri, and Walter Skarsgård in a Jonas Akerlund film, Lords of Chaos. I have not seen it yet. Next, I have Conspiracy Theory. I have a cartoon of Van Helsing, The London Assignment. And then a movie called Sometimes Aunt Martha Does Dreadful Things. Oop. That's a Vinegar Syndrome AGFA. Combination effort. Next, I have Blank Man. That's an older Damon Wayans film. Next, I have a movie called Hidden. Next, I have The Campaign and Due Date. Next, I have Dracula Sucks, the 2-disc edition. That's the Vinegar Syndrome. And then I have 350 movie packs. One's called Killer Creature Features. Another is called Midnight Movie Madness. And Mad Scientist Theater. Each of those have 50 movies on them. So thank you for watching. That is everything. I mean, everything else was doubles. And there were a few of those as well. So thank you for listening and watching. And let me know down in the comments what you have in your collection, whether you liked any of these that I have picked up. And I'll see you next time here on What's in My Room. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it.